I love you. Those 3 words that movies tell us are oh so hard to say, but I throw them around all the freaking time. I tell the guy that delivers my pizza that I love him. I tell my friends that I love them. Even when I worked in a call center, there was this one instance where after I talked to this old guy about his phone plan for a good 2 hours, he said he had to go and I went to end the call like, have a good day. And he responded, cheers. And I accidentally slipped out, I love you. And then I froze. And the old man responded, love you too, before catching himself and going, bye. That was the most awkward outro to a phone call I've ever had. Well, actually, it wasn't, but I might talk more about my time working in a call center in a separate video. So what is love? Other than a phrase commonly followed by the words, baby don't hurt me no more. Well, there are different types of love. The kind of love that you have for a really good movie or delicious food. The kind of love you have for close friends and family. And then the type of love that you have for a specific person, which just overwhelms you to such a degree. Makes you do things that you never thought you would ever do. It has the power to rip you apart, tear you to shreds, and then put you back together moments later. It's a powerful, yet scary idea. There was also this moment in time I recall in which I was backstage with a friend who was doing a musical performance, and she was incredibly nervous about going on stage in front of a crowd of people. I gave her some words of support and inspiration, and the time came for her to go up and do a performance. And as she went to leave to go sing to her screaming fans, I called out, I love you, before catching myself, realizing that I'd said that a little bit too loudly, and everyone backstage sort of awkwardly turned to me, with a weirded out look on their face. And 1,000 thoughts were going through my mind, like, she knew I meant platonically, right? Like, in a supportive friend kind of way? What if she didn't? What if she never wants to speak to me again after this? I'm so awkward. But the one time I have difficulty saying it is when I'm around someone I actually genuinely like in a romantic way. I mean, it's not like it's hard to say, but here's the thing, at least for me. There is a difference between saying it truthfully, as in, I love you, and saying it like, hey man, I love you, you're my best friend, you make my life so much better. The word love in this context means something completely different, and is a very strong word. If I'm dating you, I am going to just tell you flat out that I don't break out the L word until at least a minimum of 3 months. Because I can tell when I'm starting to feel a romantic attachment, but I need to be absolutely sure. It is one of those things that you need to be sure about, or else you're just lying to yourself. And worse, lying to them. There was one time where there was this girl I was dating for a few weeks that, out of the blue, just said, I'm breaking up with you unless you tell me you love me. Outside of this one outburst, she was a relatively nice girl, so I kind of panicked. I did like her, but I didn't know if I loved her, because not enough time had passed for me to be certain, so I lied. I started saying, I love you, to her from then on, because I was so scared of being alone. I felt so guilty for going against my values like that. We broke up anyway for unrelated reasons a few months later, so it's all fine now. I have dated many times, but I've only ever really felt that I was in love maybe twice in my life. So yeah, my personal philosophy now is a minimum of 3 months before I'm sure I can say those words. But that's just me. What's your opinion on the concept of love? Is it just a chemical reaction of the brain or so much more? Let me know, as always, in the comment section below. Anyway, that's it for now.